So in the last video, we set up our Flexbox and we got our main layout set up. And we added 4 different flex items. Now what we're going to do in the next several videos is start to examine some of the properties that you can use in Flexbox. And the first one we're going to take a look at is flex direction. And that basically allows you to control the direction of the flex items. So let's go ahead and type in the flex direction property. And this accepts 4 different values, and that's what we're going to take a look at in this video, all 4 of those values that you can put in here. And the first value we're going to take a look at is row. That's the first one. So let's go ahead and save this, and let's go ahead and refresh our page, and you'll notice nothing changed. That is because this is the default. The flex direction property is always set to row. So what does that mean? Well, basically that means everything is in a row or a horizontal line like we have here. And our first grid item will be on the left, and then everything moves to the right. So that is the default. Now you can reverse these if you want. So that's another value we can put in here. So let's put in row reverse. Let's go ahead and save this, and let's see what happens. Now take a look at that. Now everything is moving from right to left. But really what it's doing here is it's taking our first flex item, this box 1, and starting that off from the right. So it basically just reversed everything, thus the name of the property. Now our first flex item is rendered from the right, and so on and so on. So that's how that works. Now, why would you do this? Well, maybe you want to quickly change the look and feel of your web page, and that's what this gives you the opportunity to do. Now, the third value we're going to take a look at is column. So yes, you can actually arrange your items in a column format. So let's go ahead and save this, and we'll go ahead and refresh the page and take a look at that. Now all of our items are moving in a top-down format. And you'll notice the first flex item is at the top, and then so on and so on. Now you might have guessed it, we also have a column reverse value. And this is going to work exactly the way the row reverse did. So let's go ahead and save this. Let's refresh this, and now take a look at that. Our box 4 now is at the top, and our box 1 is at the bottom. So that is the flex direction property, but there are many different properties, and we're going to take a look at those in the next several videos. Thank you.